What's going on, guys? It is Danny, or Wi-Fi Astronaut here, and today we're going to be going over 7 things that I've learned along the way into selling over 7 figures on Amazon. These are things that hopefully will help you if you're along your journey, if you want to get to that 7-figure mark a year, or maybe you've already gotten there and you just want to hear some other insight from someone else, or if you're brand new, welcome to the channel. But enjoy these 7 things. Let's get into it. So the first one is going to be patience, right? An Amazon business is not overnight. Virtually nothing on Amazon is overnight besides things selling. Things take time. It takes time to build your catalog. You need to have patience. Patience with wholesalers, patience with sourcing, patience with learning the whole process. You need to have patience throughout it because things aren't immediate. There is a learning curve on Amazon. It is going to take time to learn this stuff. So just remember to have patience throughout the whole process and try not to get frustrated. And if you do, take a step back, remind yourself of the bigger picture, and just remember to have some patience. The next thing I wrote on this list is going to be to sell yourself. Now, this is specifically for wholesaling and wholesalers. Now, when I first tried wholesaling, I was not very successful because I was just trying to get accounts and just get the price list and sort through them and such. But what I've really learned is you have to sell yourself. And what I mean by that is when you're speaking to sales reps and others, you need to be able to sell yourself and your company and give them a reason why they're going to give you those wholesale or bulk discounts as opposed to someone else, right? So you have to be able to sell yourself. You have to kind of become a salesman. It was a skill I didn't realize I needed getting into Amazon, but slowly you learn it. And again, this goes back to the patience thing. You're going to mess up a lot of phone calls with sales reps, but slowly and surely you'll learn to adapt on the phone, and you'll learn to adapt with the sales reps and to be able to sell yourself and your company. Give them reasons why, they want to give you the discount and not other people, or just so you can get a good relationship. But selling yourself is key. Third item here is you don't know everything. Now, I say this because it is common to have some quick success on Amazon. Maybe you sell your first few thousand products and then you just think you know everything, and you might go crazy and go buy a whole bunch of OA or wholesale inventory that might not be profitable, and you could come with a big loss. And no one wants that. I know you certainly don't want that. I don't want that for myself or for any of my students. So when I say you don't know everything, it is because you don't. You never know everything because Amazon is always evolving. Things are always changing. Rules are always changing. A great example of a rule change is the small and light program. Just went from $8 to $10. If you've been selling Amazon for a while, you may not even know what the small and light program is. It is lower fixed fees for items priced now under $10, previously under $8, to make it easier to sell them profitably. That's something that I didn't know for a while going into Amazon because mainly I was focused on higher ticket items. But now I've shifted my focus also to lower like grocery type products. So you don't know everything. Make sure you're always learning and you're constantly improving. And the fourth item on our list here is your network is your net worth. Right now, I've tweeted about this many times, speaking about your network and how important it is to mingle and get to know other Amazon sellers in the space, because it can really take you leaps and bounds above other people who aren't doing that. So for example of this, I've gotten connected, obviously, as you guys know, my good friend Flips for Miles and others all on Amazon, people like that, just speaking to them almost every day for over a year now, a year and a half now, has gotten myself and us as a whole much, much further than someone who kind of stays alone by themselves and isn't talking to other Amazon sellers. We might throw each other leads around, talking about other stuff that's happening. Maybe if fees change, I don't hear about it, but someone else does, they'll let me know. Stuff like that. It is very good to be talking to an Amazon seller, another Amazon seller, almost on a consistent basis, because it will put you a lot further than someone who's not. The next item on the list here, the fifth one, is account health. Now, I can't stress this enough. In the beginning, it is very easy to overlook account health because there's not a lot going on in it. However, further down the road, you need to make sure your account health is squared away, and specifically your order defect rate. You need to make sure that is below 1% at all times, because if it is not, your account can and will get suspended, especially if it is early days in your Amazon account and kind of you selling. It almost will certainly get suspended. You'll see warnings of it saying your order defect rate is above a certain percent and your on-time shipping percentage. But the order defect rate, the ODR, is the biggest deal, and you need to make sure that is below 1% at all times. Next item on the list here is to always be growing and never stay complacent. The reason for this is pretty simple. It's pretty obvious. But if you're not growing, your business isn't growing, you're not making more money. It is really easy to just stay complacent on a few SKUs that are really profitable because it's easy. You don't got to do any sourcing. But once those SKUs fall off, you're going to be left with $0 in revenue, and then you're going to be scrambling to find more products. So it is always important to continue sourcing, to continue growing, and just always finding more products to be selling. Always growing includes, like I said before, always learning, being patient, stuff like that. But you always need to be growing and sourcing more in your Amazon business, or else you will be complacent and your business will not be improving and growing. You won't be making more money. I hope you guys enjoyed this list of things that I've had here. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.